What happened to the music?
Okay,
oh
good.
my
Perfect.
God, we
Welcome
just
back
voted.
to
we're gonna stop.
Welcome back to Frank Presents the Play Call. I am Bree, and today I'm joined by the team. Happy birthday to Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. The Big 45 today, National Tom Brady Day, on the day that we record. I know Frank is happy.
Yes.
I know Frank is taking shots for Brady's birthday. How are you guys doing today?
I'm good. Hey, listen, great. I'll talk about what I was gonna say in a minute, but I'm great. Good to see everybody.
Nikki?
I was doing better until you said that foolishness, but I'm all right, you know. Yeah.
We can't celebrate somebody's birthday?
Hater.
You did too much. You did too much.
Oh, she did. If you would let me do it, it would have been different.
We would have been singing happy birthday. He would have been crying. He would have been telling Brady's bibliography, whatever the hell that thing is called.
I would have talked about his stats from 40 years old on. How he has more. Anyway,
thank God Bree did it then.
Go ahead, June. What's up, bro? Because Nikki's highly favored.
Oh yeah, I missed her last week. I missed you, Nikki. I even gave you a shout out at the end.
Mm-hmm.
All love.
I don't believe you, but June, why? Oh, okay, you better now. I missed y'all too. We'll talk.
Where were you last week? Where were you last week?
She was busy. She was doing what she had to do.
I had just asked myself if I was grown. No, so I was eating dinner with friends.
Yeah.
That's legit what it was, and I didn't want to do nobody a disservice. I knew they wanted my full attention, and I know y'all would have wanted my full attention, and I just had to pick. Now, I didn't pick the better side. It's just that they were physically in front of me, so I was just like, you know what? But I told them I can't do it next week. I gotta go back to work.
She is too much.
Well, here I am.
She is too much. She told me what it was, and I respect it. It's dope. I mean, we all got commitment. All right, well, let's get this started. I mean, a lot of stuff to talk about, especially one topic we addressed like at least 10 episodes dedicated to it.
I don't think it should go on too long because we talk about it in words of June. It's a everyday topic.
I know, but there's so much to say about it. Think about it. Like the record we've been saying.
So Deshaun Watson was suspended 6 games, and the NFL decided today that they are going to appeal it, and they are looking to suspend him for a whole season. Let me turn down Big Little Liars.
So, the Herd today, so we can add more context to it. I listened to his stuff. He said that he felt he should get suspended for a year. That Goodell could still do that because the judge said she felt he lied. So he tried to say that you can do little white lies here and there, little fibs. But when you lie to a judge, that's something deep. And he feels he should get suspended for 12 games. I listened to Ryan Clark on ESPN, and he had Channing Crowder and Fred Taylor on it. And I think Fred Taylor said the best thing ever, which was none of us know what happened in them rooms. So let's stop talking like we were there. The females know, and he knows what happened. That's it. And, to me, and we've argued this, and it's debatable. None of us know what happened. He paid 23 cases off. He was tried at least twice, and they didn't have enough evidence to take him to court in criminal charges. He settled 23 cases, and now you hit him for 6 games, and now you want to suspend him for another 6 games on top of that. Well, the NFL Players Association said that they would sue the NFL if they try to go for more than what they had. My thing is, if you didn't find anything on him, and all you have is this misconduct rule, why are we going for 12 games? And everybody got something to say. That's just me. I think he deserves whatever he did, whether he did it or not, that doesn't matter. What matters is if you're going to give him a punishment, give him the punishment outright. They were supposed to deliberate and do it by a certain date. They didn't. They wait until now in August to say, 6 games, which is good for the team. But then you take another 6 game on top of that. When is this man supposed to be able to move on? That's what I'm saying. So that's it for me.
I agree with everything you said, so I'm not going to piggyback off of you. I know they're not gonna disclose it. But what do you think the judge thinks he lied about?
So it's his story. Some stuff didn't match up. Some stuff, that he said he changed later. So she felt that he wasn't being truthful. That's what she said. But my thing is, so I don't know if we're gonna touch this topic next or what. But I guess if you don't mind, if it's in there, the Dolphin situation with the owner.
No, I did not put that in there, but I was going to make edits, but I had a crazy busy
No, that's
day.
fine. We can put them both together because it's
shout out to Tom Brady real fast. I just want to make like a joke of that. I think I posted it to you guys. So Tom Brady has been involved in 3 forfeited first round picks in NFL history. In 2008 with the Patriots, illegally videotaping Jets coaches signals on the sideline during the 2007 game. And 2016, deflated football used in the 14 AFC Championship. And in 2022 with the Dolphins, tampering with Brady, making Bill Belichick mad, making him snitch and text Brian Flores and start this whole thing.
So, listen.
Isn't that not funny?
No, it is funny, but I'm glad you brought that up because it's a transitional thing, right? So we talk about punishments here. People like Calvin Ridley, everybody else. The owner of the Dolphins they even said he was tampering. But bigger than that, he said that he told players about tanking pretty much, but that they made it seem like he said it jokingly. And one thing that Shannon Sharpe said was, no matter whether you say it jokingly or not, you said it. Which proves with Brian Flores, and then it's in their mind. You already implemented it in their mind. So why are we not talking about that? That hurts the game more. Everybody tampers. Tampering, they do that now. What was it? McVay was in Mexico at the same time Stafford was in Mexico, and that's how they talked about him coming to the Rams. So it's funny how and then you suspend him. You tell me he can't be in the facility for what, 6 weeks or something like that. And like Shannon Sharpe said, the dude's a billionaire. How often does he go to the facility anyways? Then you take a first round pick away from them, but they have another one, which what they did to the Patriots, they took one, but they had 3. So you didn't really hurt them. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like there's a lot of inconsistency there, man. I mean, to me, the Deshaun case, I don't know what he did or didn't do. I have daughters, I have sisters, I have aunts, I have a mother, I have a wife, have cousins, female friends. You want respect a woman, and you don't want to ever do something to put them in a situation they don't need to be in, and vice versa. However, nobody has clear evidence of what really took place, and yet where people are crucifying him. Let him take the 6 games and keep moving.
So Brian Flores made a statement yesterday, and he said, "I'm thankful that the NFL's investigator found my factual allegations against Stephen Ross are true. At the same time, I'm disappointed to learn that the investigator minimized Mr. Ross's offers and pressure to tank games, especially when I wrote and submitted a letter at the time to the Dolphins executive documenting my serious concerns regarding the subject at the time, which the investigator has in her possession. While the investigator found that the Dolphins had engaged in permissible tampering of unprecedented scope, Mr. Ross will avoid any meaningful consequence. There is nothing more important when it comes to the game of football itself than the integrity of the game. When the integrity of the game is called into question, fans suffers and football suffers." That was Brian Flores' statement last night. King.
He's right. And that's what I'm saying. They minimized it. They made it sound like he was joking, like it was said in jest. Like, oh, we should tank to get a better draft pick. You said, whether it's in jest or not, you said it for a reason, and you put it in their head.
And it made it look like he can't coach,
Yep. And what's crazy? Shannon Sharpe was like, yo, listen, if you want us to tank, just tell me that. Just say, hey, just show up on Sunday. But don't make me go out there, train, practice, read the playbook, watch film.
I'll part out.
Yeah, and then have me want to tank. No, if that's the case, just tell me, show up, and I'll go play. And hey, it is what it is. But I'm not. Don't expect 100% out of me when you ask me to tank.
So, people do that all the time, right? Just so they can say they did that, right? You know how Now you just say something and you truly mean what you say, but you be like, "Oh, I'm just joking." No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah,
You know, so you could turn around and just say, "Well, I said I was just joking," but you meant it. Because if you didn't mean it, it wouldn't have never been a thought. Period. Like,
correct.
you know what I mean? So
Correct. Like they said, the truth is said in jest. I don't know. Like I said, the Deshaun, we put too much time in it, but both these things are I don't know. To me, it wasn't a big punishment. It you know, to Deshaun, 6 games is 6 games. But I just feel like it's gonna get drawn out. I feel like if they try to go back and give him 12 games, and the NFL Association, Player Association sues the NFL for it, then we have another situation like with Brady going to Supreme Court against them, trying to get stuff overturned. You know what I'm saying? At this point, if I was Deshaun, I'd be upset, to be honest with you. I would. Because I just want to know my fate. I'm one of them people. I want to know what's going to happen. Give me my fate so I can just face it. Don't have everybody in limbo, you know?
Jim?
No, I agree. I agree with everything being said. I don't want to drag it out, but I agree with everything being said. I think he should get more games than 6, in my opinion. It does show that. I mean, shit. It shows that you could do what you can do, and then you just get 6 games, and then you could bet on a game and get a whole year. Like, it still doesn't sit well with me. Oh, buddy gets a whole year, and this guy gets 6 games. I'm sorry, I don't agree with it. If you got 6 games, you were guilty of something. If you wasn't guilty of nothing, you wouldn't have got shit. Like,
but guilty,
you don't get 30 days in jail.
He isn't guilty of anything.
Guilty of something. Then would have never gave him 6 games. If you're not guilty of anything, you won't get suspended. They don't give you a traffic ticket for no reason.
No. Being fair. No. Like they say he got 6 games because they think he lied. No lie has been. Nothing has said set stone. Like we have these evidence or that it is actual. I think you lied. It's getting off of a feeling. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll wait until the report comes out, and then I'll say if there's anything else.
No, there's a 15-page report out. She dropped the judge dropped it, and they brought the judge in.
16.
Yeah, she did, and she just said she felt that he lied on and he wasn't truthful. That's what she said, but there was no evidence. There's nothing to say he did this or did that. They don't know what happened. It's a personal.
Right.
It was no physical. What they said, it was no physical assault, something like that. It's not. How can I put it?
There's no fact finding. Nothing came back substantial. How about that? They don't have anything on him. It's just that she feels like he ain't being honest. Honestly, you know, how you say, jury having system don't play on a feeling. It's facts. But you know, this is
hold up. I'm gonna play something. I'm not gonna show it on the thing. I want the audio to play. Hold on. And it's like 4 minutes, but hold on. Because I don't know, man. I think we're not getting everything, and what we do get, it's a little bit here and there. Everybody's quick to judge. I really didn't like what the Herd says, and I like the Herd. I listened to him, Colin, but I don't know. Hold on.
And that's exactly what Sue L. Robinson had to do. We could say 2 grand juries refused to indict. We could say that 23 of the 24 civil cases have been settled. And we could say that she got an opportunity to hear evidence from 4 people, which I think is, when you look at the totality of the civil lawsuits, I would think it would be more to have as much of a the diverse opportunity or much information as you could possibly get. 6 games is the final decision. 6 games is what we are dealing with. 24 people said Deshaun Watson wronged them. Deshaun Watson has said from the beginning that he is innocent. If anybody else, like Stephen A says, if they want to give us more information so we can speak about this differently, give me more information. If the NFL want to show us what they got, they made that Sue L. Robinson decided that it's only going to be 6 games or it's going to be 6 games, then give us that. Right now, all we know is what we know. And I don't think in a situation this sensitive, it is responsible of us to put ourselves in those positions and judge these humans, whether it's
Right.
or Deshaun Watson.
But like Lewis and Shefty actually said earlier, this is a new precedent set. Sue L. Robinson is used to dealing with criminal cases, giving people years. Now she's giving people games. How does she know that differential between years in prison and games on the football field? Because that's why people don't trust Roger Goodell in the NFL system, so now they bring her in. And I love it. I love the independent arbitrators. But how does she know what's going at? And, you know, Freddie, and I'm actually with Freddie with time served in that year, but he got paid, like Lewis said. So where is it? Is it in the pockets? Is it him not competing? Like, is that, like you're saying, people going to look at it and say, oh, he didn't play for a year. Everybody would love to to not go to work and get paid for a year. Like, if you ask the normal, and that's the thing. But I'm going to tell y'all, I played for 6 years in the NFL. I had 4 masseuses in 6 years. I still use one of my masseuses to this day, and I've been retired 11 years. Man, had 20 plus. Something different was going on, but it's a different culture in the NFL. We know how things happen. Lewis knows how things happen. All these guys, like, we're around it, and we know that that's not normal. Does Sue L. Robinson understand that? Does the outside world understand that? And that's what I just want to get out there, that it's a different situation that's going on. And something was, like I said, I keep calling it weird, but it was some weird stuff going on. And I don't know what they're going to do, and I don't know what they're going to say. That is not normal. What he was doing is not normal. And I just read something. It said nonviolent sexual misconduct, but it's still sexual misconduct if it's nonviolent.
You know, I think we're all straddling. I mean,
So he was basically making like sexual gestures or something at them without physically touching them?
Maybe, I don't know.
We don't know. That's the problem. This is the problem about this whole thing. Nobody knows. So how do you do fair judgment on the unknown? I mean, I'm confused.
And that's why, if you listen to what Fred Taylor says next, that's why I agree with him.
Yeah, of course, because that's my boy.
There you go.
where are we going with this? You know, the kid was punished. I think he was punished. I think he was punished fairly. And we're going to always have an opinion. There's going to be for as long as he's in the NFL. When he's outside walking around, just, you know, handling his business on the daily, there's going to be opinion, whoever path he crosses. And I think that's unfair, you know, but when you're here in this position as media, that's your job. Your job is to talk on it. And no matter what happened behind those doors, you know, the women, they know what happened. Deshaun knows what happened. We weren't there. As RC said, we weren't there. We can sit here all day until we're blue in the face, but it's not going to change anything. You know, those women that are going to get on with their lives, they settled, and so will Deshaun. But this is just going to be good conversation for everyone that's involved, or a fan, or maybe not a fan of Deshaun. So I think for now, we respect the judge's decision, as I said before, and we just see what happens going forward.
That was First Take. No, that was ESPN. Ryan Clark, Channing Crowder, Fred Taylor. So what you was gonna say?
That's because Fred Taylor got sent. You get what I'm saying? Like, so this is why it's so frustrating about even. Okay, this is why it's so frustrating, because all you can do is fill in the. And people are so quick off an accusation. So when we want to fill in the blank, it's to nail somebody to the cross. We gotta know why. The lady did what she thought was best with stuff she don't know. I honestly think the 6 games is foolish, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you get somebody 6 games because you feel, not because you know, not because you have facts, not because you have evidence showing that he lied. You know what I'm saying? So what else do you want? It has to, like I said, I think the 6 games is ridiculous, but okay. if it's not ridiculous, it's enough. It's fair. Whoa, this is crazy. This is crazy. Mm-mm. But then, but okay, because Frank said it, and I didn't want to do bandwagon, but because I'm there. But the owner that we know for a fact tampering, you gave him 3 fucking how many thingies? How many? One first round pick.
Yeah, one
Now you
first round
tell
pick.
me what
They have 2,
punishment that is.
and
Yeah, tell me what punishment is that?
that's not a punishment. But that shows you that owners could do whatever they want to do. But the thing about with the owners and that people don't want to talk about is the fact that the owners pay Goodell's they pay him. Goodell gets paid off. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't get paid.
We grazed through that. We grazed past that. But we want to talk about Deshaun Watson for 3 years. Come on now. But we've been talking about this for almost 18 years.
And it's not the first offense for the owner of the Dolphins for tampering.
Bro, when
Brian Flores put it out, everybody wanted to nail his ass to the cross. Now it's factual. Ain't nobody besides I guess he didn't lie. Everybody moved on.
Yeah. It's just, to me, like I said, man, and it's we all have our opinions on it, and we all gonna always have our opinions on it. But I feel, and I'm with Nikki, he didn't play. The team did him dirty. They already said the team paid over 60 women and had him do NDAs. They were paying for his masseuses. And it seems to me like when he didn't want to play for the team no more, they leak out his personal business. With a lawyer that said he didn't know the owner when they lived in the same neighborhood, said he had nothing to do with the team, but he called the owner to get Johnny Manziel on the team. He wanted them to draft him when he was coming out of college. And then we have a female that her own son said the mom was speaking highly of him, but then when the lawsuits came out, she started talking bad about him. And it just seemed funny. That's her own son saying this. So at the end of the day, we all debated whether him paying the 20 plus women was smart or not.
That came out.
What happened, Nikki?
The mama, the son bullshit came out, and then as quick as it came out, 2 minutes later, it was dead.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Nobody talked, nobody heard, nobody. Come on now. But Deshaun thinking, like I said, been going on for almost 18 years. Dude can't even catch a break. And I'm not asking him to catch a break. So I don't want, because America don't be listening. I'm not asking for him to catch a break. I'm just saying that when nothing has been found, why, I don't want to say why won't we move on, but why do we want to keep crucifying somebody that we have no facts right now? Even the women, they settle. Like, bro, I'm not, no. And since day one, Deshaun has stood on his 2 feet and said, I didn't do anything. That has never changed. Either after the settlement, either after the 6 game, that has never changed.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. But we'll see what's up. It makes good story. Like Fred said, they're gonna be talking about this forever. He could retire from football. This is gonna come up. Just like when Ben retired, everybody praised him for his good things, but then they say, "Oh, but he had them two allegations." Riding a motorcycle without a helmet. When you talk about Robert Kraft, it's gonna come up. The shit in Florida, all that. People bring up your negative stuff whenever they want, instead of praising what you did for the good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
One of my master used to say, and it's so factual. He said, if you make, and it's just life, right? So he said, if you make 99 perfect, good meals, and you burn one, what do everybody always talk about?
That one
that you burn. Don't nobody give a damn the 99 good time that you slam dunking on this damn, meal. So yeah.
All right, Bree. What else we got there?
Okay. Next, we have mini camp weekend started. I've been paying attention to the Pittsburgh. I went for a little bit to Tennessee's, and then it poured down rain. And the Patriots been having a good one too.
A lot of injuries too.
Oh, a lot of injuries, especially on the Bucks. There's been a lot of injuries on the Bucks. But before we get into that, we do have breaking news.
What's up?
Hollywood Brown was just arrested.
For what?
Who?
Hollywood Brown.
Yeah,
Marquise Brown. 1 second, let me go back.
Speeding.
Yep,
Like
illegal. Yep. Criminal speeding on Wednesday morning. Arizona Department and Safety spokesman Bart Graves confirmed that Brown was arrested at 7:05 a.m. in North Phoenix and booked in the Maricopa County Jail.
That's not too terrible. I mean, speeding is bad, but I'm just saying.
With the way a lot of these NFL players are getting killed due to driving, that is horrible.
Yeah, with the all the incidents and stuff going on. I mean, but you know what? I hate to say this, but speeding and not drinking and just speeding, it's a lot better than what's going on right now.
Correct.
No.
Nobody's excusing it, but I mean, whew.
Yeah, they should suspend him for a year.
Oh my gosh. Bye, Jim. Bye, Jim.
Hey, suspend him indefinitely for speeding.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, look at
Calvin
Ridley, suspended a whole year for granted, you're putting the organization at risk, but I still think 12 months for that, especially games you didn't play. Like
that was ridiculous too. Oh, it's just foolish.
My issue with the NFL is the lack of consistency on the punishments they hand out.
Yeah, we done talked about that so many times.
Yep. There's no consistency, so you don't know what you're getting,
Okay, so that was the breaking news, but minicamp started, and I read an article to Frank. I really want to talk about this because bestie number 2 is making me so proud. Mac Jones. Oh, he is so cute. He's doing so good. But I basically read an article to Frank, and what's the tight end's name again, Frank?
Say what?
What's the tight end's name again?
Juno Smith.
Juno Smith did reports after minicamp and was like that he can see this offense in New England getting a lot stronger. Mac Jones is really relying and trusting on the tight ends more, and that they're connecting on the field and outside the field, and that's a different side. And you can tell that he's more comfortable now with all sides of the offense. And I think that's very, very big, and that's very, very key, especially when you want to have that good communication on the field with your tight ends. I was talking to Frank on FaceTime, and I was telling Frank that's like one of the key roles when it comes to being a quarterback, one of the main connections you want to have. I feel like that connection is a little bit more challenging when it comes to the tight end versus a running back or wide receiver versus just handing off the ball, throwing the deep pass down the field, and hopefully they catch it. So they said that the offense is getting better. Mac Jones has been trending on Twitter every single day since minicamp started due to a different Mac Jones that they're seeing on the field than they did his first season last year. So shout out Mac Jones. So, also, my number 1 bestie has been showing out in minicamp too. He said, I'm keeping this number 1 QB1 job. Like, y'all got me fucked up.
I came here to play. You ain't gonna talk crap about me.
He was not. Okay, so they posted the reports from the first day of minicamp, with Darnold had 11 out of 14 passes, 5 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Baker Mayfield had 9 out of 16 passes, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. And, I'm going to give, Baker some slack. He doesn't know the offense yet or the weapons that well. Christian McCaffrey looks healthy and stronger than ever. So we'll see what happens after game 3 with him.
For real.
After game 3?
Yep, right after game 3. We'll see what happens after game 3. QB competition in Pittsburgh is pretty tough right now. Trubisky looks good. Kenny Pickett looks good, still needs a little bit of adjustments. That's, normal. I know he's not going to start. Mason Rudolph is balling out. I guess he's mad, and he's taking his anger out on the field because nobody cares about him, as no one's talking about him getting a QB job. So he's like, I'm about to ball out and show y'all X, Y, and Z, but he still needs to go. Yeah, it's a lot going on right now. Philadelphia Eagles speaking of Philadelphia Eagles, I think I posted it in the chat. I think so. AJ Brown loves Jalen Hurts, and he wore a Jalen Hurts hat at minicamp and he said that I rock with my QB and it's my QB over anybody. They've been looking really, really good. They say that Devontae Smith and AJ Green is the best wide receiver duo that they've seen in Philadelphia in a while. So that looks good. Everything is connecting with Jalen Hurts, as what I've seen so far on the media. And he threw a little shade. He threw a little shade to the Titans. He did. It was pretty funny.
How do you feel about players that leave a team and then talk trash about the team?
Oh, I hate it. You know I hate it.
But so basically, everyone got the same deal that he's getting, right? But he's the only one that got traded. So he tweeted, wow, everyone's getting the same deal. We're all getting the same deal, but yet I'm the only one who got traded. So who really is the issue? And he's like, anyway, hashtag go birds.
So there's a few things. One of the injuries that was talked about was the center for the Bucks, Jensen, went down, and there was, Skip and Shannon were going back and forth, and so Jensen was ranked number 23 out of all the centers in the NFL. And Shannon was saying, well, let's say you got 32 teams, 32 starters, and you got the backups. So say you got out of 33, 34, 35 people, he ranked 23. So how important is he to the team? And Skip's rebuttal was, well, Jensen only allowed 1 sack last year in the whole season. So, I mean, to me, is it a big deal? I think it'd be more of a big deal if it was middle of the season, you lose him. But I think when you lose him now, it gives the rookie that they got time to get accustomed to what Brady likes and what he doesn't like. And it gives you time to go out there and find a veteran that can adjust faster. So I don't think it'll be a big deal. I think with the addition of Julio Jones, I mean, look, everybody knows to get to Brady, you got to go up the pocket. You got to go up the middle, not from the outside. Because if he can step up in the pocket, he's going to throw the ball. But the other thing about Brady is he gets rid of the ball real fast. So you got to really – I don't think it's going to have a big impact on him. The Cowboys lost a wide receiver and a running back in training. So how do you feel like these injuries are going to impact these teams right now? Do you think it's too early to have –
I think it is.
All right, Bree, go ahead.
It very is. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to save stuff to my iPad really fast. But I think it is due to the fact that you really don't see too much injuries during minicamp at all. But it's a lot of frequent injuries, and a lot of them, some of them are cramps, but some of them are like they might have to get surgery X, Y, and Z, or they might have to sit out the first couple of games. And one game, that's fine. If you miss like your first 3 games in a row, like then, and especially if you're a key player like the center who only allowed 1 sack in the entire season, that's going to hurt your team. Like in longevity, that's going to hurt them for the rest of the season. But yeah, I feel like they're doing a little too much. And, trying to show out for the fans, of course. They didn't have fans at minicamp last season or season before last due to COVID. So it's like first back where fans could come. They only had like select a certain amount of fans last season. So I feel like a lot of it is, trying to go all out, show the fans something, give them a show basically. And I feel like they should just, relax just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, training camp ain't the look. That's not where you need to show out. I'm sorry.
I think injuries happen, it just sucks. You didn't have guys get injured working out. This is the problem with, like the Herd said, August news is the worst news in football because it's never good. It's always somebody got injured, Achilles, a knee, MCL ruptured or something. And it's just like, it's never good news now for the teams. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't think it's going to have much of an impact. Maybe the Cowboys, but because they lost Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb could be a number 1, but they also lost Cedric Wilson, who wasn't at number 3. So it's like, can Gallup step up and be who they need to be going into the season. It's just crazy.
Yep. June, anything to add on the Eagles? They look really good. They look really good.
They look amazing. Let me just fix that part. The Eagles look amazing.
Sorry. I apologize.
Hold on. I'm just trying to start this. I'm just trying to give you some feedback. Hey, they look really good. There was always a lot of hate coming from the spectators, of course. Hurts didn't look good on first day of practice. He went like 41 for 53. But
you're like lagging.
Can you hear me now?
No, we can hear you. You're just like your screen moves like every 20 seconds.
Oh yeah, it's me doing the robot. I've been practicing for my ceremony.
I can't stand.
But now the media, Hurts had like a interception to Maddox in the first practice, and of course he's the worst thing out there, and we don't know if he's the next guy, But the team looks really good. The only one I'm really concerned about is Miles Sanders. He's been practicing with the with the first team, and Sanders hasn't. So, but Sanders put out there, hey, there's nothing to worry. Stop hyping things up. And then the last thing about the Eagles, I really hate to talk about this. Oh, God, I can't believe I'm gonna say it. Rager. He I guess he's competing for a starting position, as he should. He is a first-round draft pick, so he's still expected to act like one. And that's it, though. You know what I'm saying? Birds are the birds. Miles what?
I said I need Miles Sanders to stay healthy, so I don't leave him on my bench during fantasy.
Yeah, but I am happy about these Jags.
Here we go with this foolishness.
No, what do you mean? I'm seriously happy about the Jags. We'll talk about that at one point or another, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow. But Trevor,
they do. Yep, they have the Hall of Fame game tomorrow against the Raiders.
Who's not playing tomorrow? You said somebody's not playing.
The starters, Trevor. Yeah, none of the starters are playing. The Raiders said they are thinking the same. They're sitting their starters out for the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, I was reading on the Jags. Are we supposed to talk about that? I don't want to skip. But just really quick, I was reading about the Jags and the culture here in Jacksonville and Duval. They're really happy about Doug. They said that he's bringing the mature aspect of a head coach rather than a college. So he's leaving all that college nonsense behind. He doesn't play loud music during practice. He treats them like adults. He'd make them run to the practice field, so on and so forth. They were taking a lot of shots at Urban Meyer, as they should.
No, as they shouldn't. Move on. Like, I don't know. Why do we? Okay, go ahead.
I'm just telling you, that's a good thing. He's treating them like grown men that are playing in a professional sport.
Yeah, but no. They're saying all of that to take shots at Urban Meyer. And it's like, bro, move on. Like,
yeah, and I guess they were talking about what Urban Meyer is doing. He used to bring guest speakers in there rather than just talking to his own team. I don't know. Yeah, everybody has their own leadership tactics.
He still had the college coach mentality.
Yeah,
right.
That's what they're speakers ain't terrible. Whatever.
Look, all I know is my man's. He's bringing that Super Bowl 52 winning mentality into Jacksonville, and I appreciate that. Hey, Frank, you want me to press it over here, Frank? Look.
Okay, moving on. So we have some extensions.
Hey, wait, hold on, Bree. Wait. He said that. I just thought about what the Herd said. He was like, teams win a Super Bowl and write a book telling the Patriots about how to win, and they haven't had enough rings. It's funny to me how the same team, the same coach, that wrote a book after winning 1 Super Bowl, found himself without a job, and now he's back hired again. Let's see.
It's a lot of hate out there right now. I'm gonna go ahead and take it as criticism. All right, I'm gonna take it as criticism right now. Right?
But for Nicky's team, I hope that he does bring that winning mentality for Nicky's team.
That's mine. That's my second team in Nicky's team right now.
Okay, you got an Eagle shirt on. For Nicky's team, I hope he does that because they're due for some good positive energy in Jacksonville.
I mean, I think it's gonna be positive energy regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, Etienne is about to play. I just like Robinson. I'll just see what Etienne can do. At the end of the day, whenever you try to move on from anything, and I'm not talking about Urban, I'm just saying in general, you always try to look for the brighter side and just hope that the next day is better than the last day, right? So for our team, we're already at the bottom. The only thing we can do is to try to move up, right? So, all that rah, oh, we don't listen to music, they're not blasting music. Win some games, because the year prior when you had Doug Marone, he wasn't blasting music and we still lost. We did worse that year than with the foolishness Urban did. So I just don't like. You know what grown people do? No, for real. You know what grown people do? Own up to where they fell. And we move forward, not try to do shots at the person that ain't even there no more. Like, come on, stop. He not on the field. He not out here dropping balls and not catching balls and stuff like that. So, whatever. To each his own. If it made, and that's my team, June. That's my team. If it made them feel good, great. Do something. That's all I'm asking.
All right, it's our team.
Anyway. You definitely ain't hear me claim damn other team, so it's okay.
You better not. Don't claim the other team.
Yeah, I'm claiming my team.
Don't claim the other team.
Boy, be quiet.
Okay, so we have some extensions that were signed. So the first one, we have 49ers are giving Deebo Samuel a 3-year, $71.55 million extension, including $58.1 million guaranteed. And we also have Seahawks wide receiver DK Metcalf is signing a 3-year, $72 million extension that includes $58.2 million guaranteed. The deal includes $30 million sign-on bonus, the highest ever for a wide receiver, and then he'll be a free agent again at the age of 27.
They said that Debo deal it seemed like a team-friendly deal.
Yes.
Yeah, they said it seemed like a team-friendly deal because he could have made more. You know what I'm saying? I just think teams wasn't interested because of what he was saying. I think if he would have said, listen, I'll be whatever team needs me to be, I think he would have got more offers. But when you're going in there and you're saying, no, I want to be more of a wide receiver than a running back, and teams look at you like, man, you're good at being that Swiss Army knife. And if you're telling me I can't use you that way, then I don't want you. At the end of the day, this is a business. And what we're seeing a lot in a lot of sports across the board is that players tend to play more than one position. And they tend to adapt. In basketball, we was used to always back in the day in basketball, you was seeing a center being a center, or whatever position they played to be in that position. Nowadays, they mix and match. So the same thing in football. Wide receivers coming out the back running the ball. That's Debo's great all around. I want to say his rushing yards or his receiving yards hasn't been the highest. I could look up the stats, but what I'm saying is, I think if he would have been more open to just being an asset to a team, he would have got more a tread and more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? More offers.
Yeah.
On a team.
I get what you're saying. Kudos to them. Shout out to them. Anybody else? All right. And the last, huh?
No, I thought Nikki was gonna say something.
So all I was going to say is, I'm not even going to talk about Diva. I'm going to talk about Zico. I'm happy, whatever, but it's like, bro, how are you going to progress on that team? Because the Seahawks, I just who they QB?
We don't know.
Frank, they have a QB.
No, who the fuck is it? I legit don't know.
Drew
Yeah, I
Lock.
forgot too.
It's Drew Lock.
Drew Lock. Oh gosh.
Oh.
Put some respect on his name.
Mm.
I'm kidding.
We gonna look.
He
Listen,
has a name.
We gonna
Right.
look at Drew Lock.
But
don't
they
know.
also have Geno Smith. Don't forget, they still have Geno Smith.
Yeah, but Geno, because they haven't developed.
is not
They're
taking them over the hill.
But they've been competing though for the QB1 position at minicamp though. Both of them. They have been.
Drew Lock played 21 games. He's 8-13, and he's only completed 4,740 yards. He has 25 touchdowns to 20 interceptions. Again, who's their quarterback? And that was with Denver. He was on the same team for 3 years. I think Geno got more yards than that. Let's look up Geno.
I think he does. But nope, for the first time in a decade, the Seahawks have a quarterback battle. So it started during minicamp this weekend. Battle of who's going to get the starting quarterback position between those two.
So look,
Yeah, but
I vote Geno, man.
Geno, with 4 years in the Jets, he had 5,962 yards. He's been playing since 13, so he has more time in the league than him. But he's starting the Jets, and his first 4 years in the Jets, he had 1,000 more yards. And his
He
touchdown.
did good them few times last year when he played.
Oh yeah, his touchdown.
yeah,
Was
he did well.
Yeah, touchdown was 20.
But not enough to be like, oh, he win it hands down.
Yeah.
I don't know. Geno, you got my vote, bro. I know you play for the Jets, and that's how bad the Jets been sucking.
Speaking of the Jets, we got another breaking news from the Jets head coach. They are saying that Joe Flacco might be the starting quarterback.
He also says he is a starting quarterback in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He could be a starting quarterback. He went on and said that. I mean, he has the experience.
Yes.
He has Super Bowl ring
Yes.
that he was a starting quarterback for.
Yes.
Beat Kaepernick in Super Bowl.
Yes.
So,
Well, you know how salty I was.
Yeah. Well, that was interesting. We was out to see for that one, I think.
No, I wasn't.
I was. We was on the bush, and I was out to see for it.
It was the 2014 Super Bowl. I was in my hotel room about to go to boot camp the next day.
Oh no,
Wow.
I was.
Holy shit.
It was the lights out Super Bowl.
Yeah, that they say that's what helped the
Ravens
because they got them to rest because they were
Mhm.
old. I don't know.
Her.
Right?
And the last topic we have is Arizona removed the independent study from Kyler Murray's contract, and the official statement saying after seeing the distraction it created, we removed the independent study from the contract. It was clearly perceived in ways that were never intended. Our confidence in Kyler Murray are so high as it's ever been, and nothing demonstrates our belief in his ability to lead the team more than the commitment reflected in his contract.
Them taking that off means that's big.
So okay, so now she put that out the master's question to everybody, and who do you think looks worse than that? Them or him?
Who looks worse?
The team or Kyler?
The team, to me. Who looks?
Yeah, why?
So look, I know y'all want to say Kyler.
No, that's hard. I don't know.
I don't think nobody looks worse in this situation. I think they both look good. I think one trusts another, and the other one shows growth.
That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it. That's the political answer right there.
I know. I'm glad he said that. So I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind. Go ahead, Nikki.
No. Well, all the rah-rah That they did? Nah, I'm sorry. You need. So look, this shows me you need him. I'm sorry. All that rah rah, y'all both being immature. Take y'all taking him off of the thingy. Nah, now you got your head tucked between your legs. Yeah.
You say the team.
The team.
Okay, Bree.
I kind of agree with June. I don't know who looks worse. I don't think it's a worse look situation. I also don't agree with Nikki saying that it shows that the team needs him because they do have the best backup in the league, Colt McCoy. Shout out Colt McCoy. So hold on, Frank, talk. My little brother's calling me.
So they said Kyler went on NBC or some he went on some interview and said that he doesn't study film. Not like that. That he doesn't.
Yeah, he play video games.
That he can go out in the field and see it before it happens. So, Kyler, if you watch this, if you can see it before it happens, why do you make the mistakes you make on the field? They put it in the contract for a reason. Like Shannon Sharp said, they give you these surface books. They know how much time you're putting into studying. They know it. They know it. And when you go out there and you don't perform how you should perform, it's one of two things. Either you can't or you won't. Either you cannot do it or you're not putting the time into learning what you need to learn to do it. Studying film, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, hockey, whatever, even boxing, you're doing it to see where you went wrong, and you're also doing it to see the tendency of your opponent on the opponent, right? So you're watching film on other teams to see, when they blitz, when they're going to do this, when they're going to do that, so you can learn. So when you're on the field, you can see things, and it comes back like, oh, shit. When I was watching this film against this team, they did this. That means they're going to blitz. Let me prepare for that. Let me audible out. He phases out in the second half of the season. He's not the same. He
was also injured because Colt McCoy played like 5 games towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but he starts off strong, and then he fizzes out, So to me, I think, here's why I think they both look bad, right? One, as a team, if I put it in your contract, that means you wasn't doing it. I'm not backing out.
Yeah.
I'm not backing out. Even though everybody knows it's a requirement on every player to watch at least 4 hours of film a week. At least 4 hours. They just gave you $200 and something million, $100 and something guaranteed. My man, 230, but how much guaranteed? Like 100 mil, 160, I think it was. So they gave you all this. Motherfucker, the least you could do is go out there and look at the film. I don't care if you turn a tablet on and walk away. But that's what they're paying you for. So I think they look bad for taking out, and he looks bad because, bruh, you take him off Instagram. You play this, you cried, you whined, you get the money you want, but you're not really doing what you're supposed to do. But you want them to pay, so they paid you. I would have never backed down. What it looks like to me is like, when you take away from your kids, right? Like me, June, and Nikki got kids. So when they act up, we take their cell phones, we take their tablets, we do everything. But an hour later, to be like, oh, I'm sorry, here you go. No. I think they both look bad. I think so. And I think Kyler, knowing that black quarterbacks have a lot more to overcome, made it even worse. He did. He made it even worse. And then
But they did that after the comment. When he made the comment, they did the contract, and then they removed it. The thing is, and I'm not against your answer, right? I can see why you said both, but them taking it out of the contract was after. It wasn't like they put it in the contract. Then he made his comment. No, they put it in the contract because of the comment he made. So then why take it off? You look dumb. I'm sorry. Like, he's kept true to what he said. He didn't switch up. Like, no, you're dumb.
I agree with you 100%. That's why I took it off. You could have easily went in and said, listen, it's not that we don't believe in his study habits. We just put in the contract as a
you don't gotta explain yourself.
Yeah. Right. You're the team owner. I don't have to explain shit. I'm paying you the money, motherfucker. Go out
Ain't
there.
Nobody asking you.
Yeah. I just think that with that, because Casey sent it to me, Josh sent it to me, was like, what you think? And I didn't know. So he thought they canceled his money when they took it out. So I went through and I read, and they show in Twitter, it showed the contract. And then also said something what league rules are.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, they got to watch. How much, Bree?
So it was 160 million guaranteed. He is and it was that the stipulation requiring the quarterback to complete at least 4 hours of independent study during the game. With the now removed clause, it stipulated that Murray needs to study material provided to him by the team in order to prepare each upcoming game throughout the season. It went on to state that Murray would not receive credit for the independent study if he was not personally studied or watching the material while it was being displayed or played, or if the player was involved in activities that could distract his attention, i.e. television, video games, or etc. And then early Thursday, Murray conducted an impromptu news conference in which expressed his dismay with people thinking he could accomplish what he has in his career without being a student of the game. Murray declined to answer, and if he was upset by the clause being included, but its removal will certainly seem to indicate he wasn't pleased by its conclusion. So he didn't want the study on there. He didn't want the independent study.
Because it shows he's not studying.
Yep.
One person I know said they don't watch film, but he has 3 Super Bowl rings. Rob Gronkowski said, I don't watch films. I go out there and I play. But he shows up. He shows up every Sunday, Monday or Thursday when he was playing and played football. And he was good. So he can do that. Kyler, my man, you don't show up every Sunday, Thursday, and Monday. You know what I'm saying? You're short. If you're not in a shotgun, you can't see over the lineman. You make bad decisions. Maybe if you watch some film, you wouldn't make the mistakes you'd be doing during the regular season. Now, don't get me wrong. He went to the playoffs. I got it. He's winning. But, bro, come on. I think these players are getting paid too much money, and then I haven't earned it.
I think they are getting paid way too much money super early, which is making them entitled very early without showing proof of why they should feel entitled.
Exactly. Mahomes got money because Mahomes got a Super Bowl, NFL MVP, and a Super Bowl MVP in his first, 3 years starting. Went to 2 Super Bowls went back 2 Super Bowls. So, look, bro, I don't agree with him getting all that money because we don't know what he's going to do later on. But guess what? At least he went out there and said, listen, I got a Super Bowl. I got a ring, Super Bowl MVP, and NFL MVP. And I'm arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now, young quarterbacks in the league. I give him his money. He got a ring. He got you a ring. The first ring, in 50 years for the Chiefs? But Lamar ain't got no ring. Lamar's playoff record is I think is a losing record. You got Dak Prescott, another one that got paid.
We not when you try to do your example, can we leave Lamar out?
No, but Lamar hasn't got paid yet. You're right. I shouldn't put him in there.
Yeah,
but he wants money. He does.
Yeah, but he didn't get it. I mean,
not yet.
Can we say Aaron Rodgers or?
Hell yeah, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, that's a good
Aaron
one.
Rodgers, another one. One Super Bowl, hasn't been back in over 10 years. His playoff record is not great since then.
Right. Thank you. Can we leave?
Yeah.
All right.
Another one.
But I think he used Lamar and Dak because he's using the young quarterbacks
that want this money. And just because Mahomes got, and it's like every quarterback, it's like wide receivers, right? Or this wide receiver gets paid this much money, then the next one should get paid that. No,
we're all not playing on the same caliber. No, yeah.
Exactly. Are you that person? If I give you 160, let's look at Deshaun. Let's be real.
I was gonna say something so funny. I was gonna say, if old, in words of Nikki, washed up Big Ben beat you, you do not deserve the money.
Let's go. I mean, bro, let's just be honest, right? Deshaun got $230 million guaranteed, and I think Jesus.
He went to one playoff game.
Yeah, guaranteed. He hasn't done anything to warrant that money. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I'm not sorry. The truth is this: people like Ben that had 2 rings,
3 Super Bowl appearances,
2 Super Bowl, right? 3
appearances, 2 Super Bowl
rings. He didn't ever make that much money. Hell, Brady with 10-7 never made that much money, guaranteed. Peyton,
But also Ben and Brady will get the shorter deal of the contracts to save up money for
for the
people on
team.
the team.
Exactly. Which, if we talked about Flacco earlier, when Flacco took all that money from the Ravens, what happened to the team? It went downhill.
And they said goodbye.
The same thing with Dak and all this money. How are they going to keep paying all these other people? See, Mahomes took the money and then restructured. See, everybody gets selfish and they want to win rings, but they're not realizing the people that have done it and did it were willing to take less to keep a team together.
Right.
Because they understand.
Longevity. They did it for more longevity.
They understand. I could be the quarterback. Yeah, I am the face of the team. I'm the quarterback. But who am I going to throw the ball to if I'm taking $200 million guaranteed and the team?
And I can't pay my top wide receivers, so now you have to go somewhere else to pay him.
Exactly. And there's no luxury tax in football like it is in basketball and baseball, where you can have all these top name players and pay extra. No. So you're stuck to the number, and for what? The Ravens ain't been the same since. They haven't. Eagles. When y'all didn't pay nobody because Foles, and yeah, that was just a debacle. Y'all should have been in good place to go again. But teams do that. They win. People want money. They forget about the bigger picture. What the bigger picture is, let's win again. Look at the Bucks. They paid and got comfortable and went nowhere. Went to the second round of playoffs and lost. So I mean, I don't know. Whatever, man. It's maybe I'm salty, but I just feel like this. I'm old school. Earn your money first. Earn your money. You know what I'm saying? If Trevor Lawrence took the damn Jaguars to the playoffs for the next 3 years, and on his fifth year option, he says, look, I want this much money. I say pay him. He didn't win a ring, but guess what? He took that team back to where they were at in 2017, the playoffs. He did something to earn that. He paid dues. Dak ain't paid. What the fuck has Dak done? Honestly. Against winning teams, he has losing record. Against losing team, he has winning record. We've talked about this all the time.
Look at June.
All the time.
Jags beat Buffalo, and that's what they were supposed to do. The Jags beat Buffalo, everybody counted them out. We've counted them out. Nikki was the only one at the stadium. Go Jags, let's go, baby. Do and they beat them. They did something that wasn't.
Bree was there. She was next to me.
That's why that's why I say with the Patriots, all them times they won. Look, they beat the teams they can beat. Sometimes, and when they lost to the teams that they couldn't beat was because they didn't have the competition they were facing in the AFC. They got punched in the mouth. They wasn't ready. It just, to me, pay motherfuckers that earn it. Don't pay people that haven't earned it. That's just me.
You know, the biggest wins out of these contracts, in my opinion, I'm in the long line of duty. Maybe I could change that in a few months. But the damn agents, these damn agents are the ones getting these crazy deals. They sell stuff. They sell the hell out of these players and say, hey, this quarterback got X, Y, and Z, and then you could get it too, and you're a lot younger. So here we go. Now let's take Baltimore, right? You take Baltimore, and let's just say you don't pay Lamar. Who are you gonna really put in there that could
I'm happy you said
run that type of offense? So now, guess what? Now you gotta pay Lamar because it's just part of the way these quarterbacks and players are going. Like the wide receivers. Look at Debo. Somebody's gonna pay Debo because it's just the wave and the caliber that he brings. Plus, he's a lot younger than these other receivers. So guess what? Pay me or I'm not gonna pay. And guess what happened? My man's got paid. So it just sucks, you know. But it is what it is. Some people are proven. I just don't think that, like Frank said, I think you got to be putting outside of the first initial contract to an extent.
Yes. But also you also have some of the players that bombard their agents to make something happen versus the agent spilling this inside their heads. You have the players that are like, you are going to make this happen and you better make this happen because I'm paying you X, Y, and Z. You know, so you have best of both worlds with the agent feeding them bigger money, and you have the players bombarding their agents to make sure they get the bigger money.
So let me ask you a question. Now that you brought agents, Do you think that Lamar should get an agent or keep negotiating his own contract?
I think that he should get an agent because the Baltimore Ravens, I feel like Lamar's a little too nice too when it comes to them because they should have been paid him a while ago and he's still waiting to get paid or get an extension. And I think he is the type that's like, no, it's okay, like take your time type of thing. Because he should have got paid. He should have got extended back in April when they first were trying to negotiate an extension for him. And there's nothing yet. The season's about to start and there's still nothing yet. So that's what I mean. I feel like he's being too nice in that aspect because they should have paid him when they first started negotiating an extension with him. But they are just dragging it out. If he got an agent, the shit should have been set, stone, and dealt, for situations like that. For certain players, I feel like they should get an agent. I don't think Lamar is one of those people that are like super duper greedy and like X, Y, and Z. And he respects the Baltimore facility and he respects everything about Baltimore. And I think that's where he's nice when it comes to, because we're in April, 4 months after they first started negotiating an extension and still no deal has been made. And he's still showing up to practice and he's still going and everything is still like no talks on an extension or a contract. So I think in that aspect, yes.
The reason I asked that is because in one of the conferences, like press conferences after, they asked about the contract, and he said we haven't had a chance to talk about it. And even
but they said something back in April that they were negotiating something, and
he's saying that they still haven't had the time to sit down and talk. They've been negotiating, but like revisited. Like so with an agent, you get a constant negotiation going, right? But with Lamar representing himself, he's playing now. He's practicing. Now he's out there training. When does he have time to sit down and talk to the owners?
And then you had from April to middle of July to sit down and talk to people.
Right.
But they're not, they're probably blowing him off like, oh, not right now, not this time, And then now it's time. He has to practice. Now there's really no time,
Yeah. I think he should pay agents because, like you said, there isn't no time. And not only that, he has to, what's what I'm looking for, man? I'm trying to get my thoughts right. An agent's ruthless. Agent has no ties to the company, but
I don't have time. Well, we have 20 minutes. Let's go.
Exactly. With him, he just, you know what I'm saying? I think he should, just off the strength that you're playing, you're practicing, your focus is on the game. I would definitely go and get an agent to pay up and handle that for you.
I agree.
Nikki?
Guys, oh, sorry.
So I'm gonna say this. I think Lamar should continue to represent himself. The only thing that you said, Bree, that I don't agree is this. Lamar ain't nice. It's got nothing to do with being nice. I agree with Frank, The only thing about representing yourself, dude, that is a disadvantage is the fact that he can't go back and forth all the time because he gotta practice and do other things where an agent, that's solely their job. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But the only reason why I say he should just represent, I don't think he's doing a bad job representing himself. I don't know. And I think for Lamar, he don't want to pay unnecessary money to he like, I could do this by myself. I could tell you what Lamar wants no better than me tell, like, I can explain me better than anybody can. And that's the only reason Lamar want all his coins. He don't want to pay nobody for nothing. He ain't nice.
That's true, but it shouldn't take them four months to, we'll get to it when we get to it type of thing. And that's why I said nice. That's why I said I think he's being too nice, because they should have been said something or wrote up a new contract and extended him way back in April when first
think about Dak. Dak didn't get his little big payout and he played like I'm gonna show you. Maybe they're having conversations. It's just, they don't need to be in until something is said and done, it ain't really much we need to know. And I don't think the team want to do that with Lamar, because Lamar, he used to
Lamar got
clap
1
back.
year left. Lamar got 1 year left, and if a
Yeah,
team
this
goes,
is
oh,
it.
I want you, and the Ravens ain't talking nothing to you, but I'm talking this for you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Yeah, he
like,
do. This is it. But June said something I was going to say about why people I don't know if Frank heard it about these people getting paid, and June hit the thing right on the nail right on the head. Like, I truly believe some of these teams probably don't want to pay as much, but if I say it, okay, I'll give you a great example. And June said it, I don't know if you heard, but you already know what you're getting out of me. I might not be hitting on 10, but you could get a good 7, 8 out of me, instead of trying to get somebody and they might not produce. Some fire ass people in a different scheme, the best of their abilities aren't shown. It doesn't showcase it. So if I got to give you a little bit of more money so you can stay, I'm willing to do that.
Okay. That sounds good. I mean, again, I went on a rant, but that's because I feel like having watched football as long as I have, and being a Brady fan, and you guys know how I feel about that. To me, the man that has the most rings than any franchise in football has been to more Super Bowls than some franchises have been to Super Bowls. Never got paid the amount of money these guys have paid. It's crazy to me. It's crazy.
Yeah, but Frank, you also gotta look at it like this. That's a decision he made. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, doing whatever they think is best for them. He did that because he wanted the rings, and there's nothing wrong with that. They're doing whatever because they want the money. To each his own.
You're right, and you know what? Next Sunday is not guaranteed in football. Okay,
right?
We all seen it. You get hit one time, your ass is laid the fuck out, and you ain't coming back.
Right.
So I get it. I'm just saying, to me, it's just like, I don't know. I think I'm like I said, I'm old school in that manner, and I just feel like, man, dude, like, earn your keep first. You know what I mean? But at the same time, why mad at the player when the team's wanting to pay it?
Right.
If you tell me Dak Prescott's better than Lamar Jackson, I might tell you wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But Jerry Jones paid him.
Mm-hmm.
With no question, paid him while he was injured. He was rehabbing, injured. He paid him the money.
Well, he waited out a little bit, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not knowing he was going to be the following year. You know what I'm saying? So,
but that's what I'm saying. As the owner, yeah, I don't know what he could be next year, but I know what he's already done.
Yeah.
Why invest half and half? And I'm only saying half, right? But why invest half in somebody that I don't know? Because look, that's why I asked about the Seahawks. Like, who's their QB? Like, all the good ones already, been got. So at the end of the day, you're going for scraps now. Well, and that's not to discredit anybody's, how they play. But
I said that was rude for calling him scraps.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about, you still got Jimmy G out there.
Huh?
And all he do is win.
Jimmy G is going to the Bucks. We already gave that theory, and I already told you why. And he is the biggest finesser in the world.
Listen,
we stand Jimmy G.
Say what you want about Jimmy G. Jimmy G won games and was sleeping with strippers and porno stars. He's a winner. Let's give
and
it
allegedly did something else that we're not going to get sued for. You guys ready for games? So we have 2 start bench cuts and 3 build your teams.
Okay.
All right. You're gonna give me the.
You already got it.
Oh, Frank is all one today.
Yeah. It's Brady's birthday.
Oh my gosh. Get your life.
All right. So that's the first one. You only have $10. Build your roster.
Oh
no.
This is rough. Oh.
It is easy.
Very.
Fuck. 10?
2, 5,
fours.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know some of these running backs besides Leonard Fournette.
That's Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan
Come on,
Taylor's
bro.
$4.
Oh yeah.
That's Leonard. 3. I don't know who the fuck these people is.
Damn, this is the worst.
Yeah, this one Bree be doing that be pissing me off.
Bree.
So the running back for
you
the
go first,
Broncos is the running back for the Broncos. Nikki, how the hell that piss you off? The running back for the Broncos is Javonte Williams. You have DJ Moore as the wide receiver for the Panthers. That one. What's your tight end's name again, June?
Goddard. Dallas.
Goddard, the goddess. Okay, so I'm gonna go first, right? So
Who the fuck is this right here with the dollar at the corner, the dollar one? At the bottom.
Oh, that's Pat Fryermuth for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Who the fuck is this?
That's the most iconic rookie touchdown catch this season. Tight end catch with Pittsburgh. That one-handed catch. Oh, he's so iconic. So mine would be, my quarterback will be Mac Jones for $2. Then I'm gonna go Leonard Fournette for $3. That equals $5. Then I'm going to go. I'm not doing Cooper. No, I'm not gonna do Cooper. I was thinking about Cooper, but I'm going to add. I'm definitely going to add Goddard the Goddess that June had said, and then I'm stuck between two people for wide receivers, but I think I'm going to go Keenan Allen. So that will be a total of $10. So $2 Mac Jones, Leonard Fournette for $3. That's $5 plus Keenan Allen for $3. That's $8, and $2 for Goddard. That's a total of $10. That is my roster.
I'm sitting out this year.
And Nikki's sitting out this year. Okay, Frank?
Because I'm over. You know what?
I'm gonna go Mac Jones.
I'm not. Because people didn't made it through salary cap. So I'm just gonna be over.
No,
I'm gonna be over. Listen, real quick.
No, your max is $10. There's no over, Nikki.
Okay,
yes, it is. They salary cap every year.
The game is $10, so you only have $10.
All right, fuck it. I'm sitting out. Go
Right,
away.
so I got it. Yo, Mac Jones, Fournette. Ooh. Shit. Mac Jones, Fournette, that's 5. Keenan Allen's 8. And then I'm going with the dude, number 2, with Eagles guy, whatever his name is.
Goddard.
Yeah,
So we have the same lineup. June.
Actually, 2-6. Wait, hold on.
Hey.
The 2-5-8-2. You got it right.
No, I know. My math was mathing. I was just trying to make sure I was good. Go ahead.
All right,
Yeah,
June.
I'm going with my quarterback, Lawrence.
Okay.
Taylor. Cup.
Okay. 5. That's 9.
And Kelsey.
That's way over $10.
Shit.
You gotta.
I didn't think we were gonna add it up.
Yes, I am. The game says over $10.
I'm gonna go with Fryermuth.
Pat Fryermuth. Okay, he's good.
That was a good thing right there.
Pat Fryermuth. This is good. All right, Nikki, you playing? You sitting out?
I'm going with motherfucking Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
I know that's right.
I know, but I wanted to go with Josh Allen. But anyway, I'm going with Trevor.
Mm.
Then I'm gonna go with Jonathan Taylor.
Okay.
It's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you have a lot of money cap because you went with $1 quarterback.
I know. I got
that's $5 left.
Damn.
Yeah, you winning.
She's gonna have money left over.
For real. So
I'm about to put $1 back in the bank.
You gonna donate?
No, I don't donate.
Jeez.
And then I'm gonna get good old Cooper Cup.
Okay, that's 9.
Oh, I know. And then I have to get the dollar one. There you go.
Pat Fryermuth.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell he is.
He's a rookie. Well, his second year. Okay, next we have pick which trio would you pick? So you have McVay, Jay Herbo, AJ Brown, or Brian Flores, Lamar Jackson, and Kenny Galladay.
Oh, bottom.
Top.
Top.
Bottom.
Oh yeah, top all day.
Jay Herbo over Lamar Jackson any day. You know, Justin Herbert is.
Yeah, McVay. I mean, Brian Flores is dope, but McVay, offensive coach with a ring.
I love Brian Flores. I love him.
And he's from New York too, so I got to give him credit. But
and he's Afro Latina.
Yeah, he is. He's Honduran. Let's go.
$10 to build your NFL franchise. Okay, so you have your cities. You have New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Dallas, Tampa Bay. Your head coach is Reed, Belichick, McVay, Tomlin, Carroll, and then your superstars Allen, Taylor, Jefferson, Pitts, and Mac Daddy Zach Wilson.
Tampa, Bill. Oh, I got $10. Wait a minute.
You have $10 to build your franchise.
Not fair.
I'll go first. So mine would be, of course, the city I want to live in for the rest of my life, Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's mine.
With my godfather, Mike Tomlin. So that's 6. And then my superstar is going to be Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, that's exactly the way I'm going.
Los Angeles, Tomlin, Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The Los Angeles Breeze, me, with my head coach, Mike Tomlin.
I'm going.
My quarterback's Samantha Darnold. With my running back.
Oh, I'm good. Okay.
I'm kidding.
I'm going Tampa, Bill, Josh.
Okay. 1, 5, 5. $10.
Yep.
Okay, June.
Do I have to have a superstar?
What?
I can have a sorry ass squad and go to New York and Belichick, because Belichick will be not Belichick. You know what? Yeah, there you go. New York, Belichick, Wilson. I got 2 superstars in the same thing.
The superstar who bags moms, and then the superstar who wins rings.
That's it.
And then Nikki.
Oh man, I changed my mind.
I would have said mine. I said I would.
You went the same. I went.
Yeah.
Los Angeles was Taylor. What happened?
I was going a New York, Tomlin, and Jefferson. There it is.
Okay, that would be a good one too.
Nikki, pick the same as me.
She picked the same as Bree.
Yeah, I don't. So I'm. If I would have been torn between L.A. and Tampa, but my reasons be crazy. But those both, I like the weather in both.
Tampa's up and coming too, so LA's too expensive. You paying $8 for regular.
That's what I say. Mine's in New York, definitely ain't in Chicago. Nope. I live in Dallas,
So start bench cut. Okay, so you have Joe Burrow, Tua, and Jay Herbo.
Starting Joe, benching Justin, Tua got to go.
Same as Nikki.
I'm starting Jay Herbo because he beat the brakes off of Joe Burrow. I'm benching Joe Burrow and I'm cutting Tua. June.
Smoking Joe, Justin Herbert, Tua gotta go.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah, that one was easy.
Okay, so this one, you start 1, bench 1, cut 2.
I can't see. Oh, okay.
Start 1, bench 1, cut 2.
Damn.
I'm starting.
I'm a start Josh Allen. I'm a bench Pat. That's it.
I'm starting Brady. I'm benching Josh Allen. I'm cutting Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers.
I'm going with Bree.
June?
Josh, Brady, and cut the other two.
And Nikki, you're benching Patrick and cutting Rodgers and Brady?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is the end of our games. Happy birthday, Tom Brady.
Damn.
That's the reason why I started you today, because it's your birthday.
I cut so he can enjoy his birthday. Go out.
I'm starting to one. I got 7 Super Bowl rings. Okay.
I let him
I
go.
don't like them, but I respect.
I let him go because this is his last hoorah.
All right, closing remarks.
America, y'all stay safe. I'm out. Oh, I'm coming to the mail, America. I'm pulling up on somebody. Don't let him know.
You got to get the address first.
Don't worry, I got this.
She said, I got this.
Hey, June.
Frank, I need you to let me hold what you showed me at the truck the other day.
Oh, I got you, bro. You know,
Whatever.
I got a
Whatever.
I'm gonna do like old buddy did old girl, the stat
I
stallion.
ain't never scared.
Go ahead, Nick.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm looking at something, June, real quick. Oh my God.
Before we close,
never scared.
I don't have time.
Before we close out,
Go ahead.
Before we close out, we forgot to add during minicamp there was 2 big brawls. One with the New Orleans Saints and one with the Atlanta Falcons, that they're fighting each other. So we'd love to see it.
Oh, you know, well, what was the one with Josh Allen? I'm confused.
So yeah, it was like a little mini one, and they said that he was in the middle of it, but he was actually trying to break it up, and then he got like hit in the face. Not minding his business.
You got stoled on.
That is literally like the definition of it. Was 2 African American males on the team arguing and turned into like a little mini fight, and he put himself in black people business and got hit by accident.
But it's minicamp. They
Yeah.
Testosterone's high. People talking crap to each other. Let's get it. I'm good. I'm all for it. All right. Before I go and pass it over, I want to say this. On this day, 45 years ago, the greatest quarterback.
Listen. Who got to talk? Who's next?
It's Nikki. That was rude. Frank, go ahead.
And you know,
did you mute her?
Yeah, people doubted him. 6th round pick, 199 overall. He was crying in his house emotionally because he was picked.
He was there.
Yeah, I was there with him. And then this man he comes into the NFL, sits, and starts because Mo Green knocks out the starting quarterback. And the haters out there that never even smelled the Super Bowl ring are always going to talk crap. But on this day, he was born. Thomas Patrick Edward Brady. 10 Super Bowl appearances. 7 Super Bowl rings. 2 different franchises. Most yards, most wins. In his 40s, he has most wins and more yards than some quarterbacks that won Super Bowls.
Oh my gosh.
Happy birthday, brother. Have a good
Move on, June. What you got to say?
Hey, you know what? When you want to give your homage to Sunshine, I'm gonna mute you and kick you out the chat. So you got to get permission to come back in. Tom Brady, happy birthday, brother. Have a good one. Go ahead, Nikki. Since you hate.
No, Nikki already went.
I started it.
June's turn.
I just want to say happy to be here together again. I know we missed out on Nikki last week, so I can't say all the nice stuff that I said as we closed out. Happy birthday to Tom Brady. He could have won more than that, but the Eagles took that from him. So happy birthday, Killer.
That's why I muted him.
That dirty dog. You see that dirty
No,
dog?
that was rude, Frank. He said happy birthday.
Joe, he muted you, Joe. You gotta
He
stay
did.
your head on the
Mute,
swivel.
mute, June,
He
unmute.
did.
Oh man.
But also, happy birthday to Tom Brady. And it's a great day in NFL.
gosh.
Today, when it comes to birthday, it's also Zach Wilson's birthday. It's also Derwin James Jr.'s birthday. It's also Todd Gurley's birthday. It's also Tyrod Taylor's birthday today.
And it's also
as
my
well.
brother's
And it's
Lewis's
also the
birthday.
kicker on, what's his name? Young Ho Koo. It's his birthday today as well.
Young Hoku.
Eddie Payton, today is his birthday as well. So we have a lot of NFL birthdays today. So happy birthday to all the present.
Big
and
ups to
current
them.
NFL
Big up.
birthday today.
Happy birthday, y'all.
Yeah, happy birthday. Oh, salute.
Thank you for listening to Frank Presents Play Call. Bye.
Bye.